Enemy cruisers sunk.
Hello, I am Fresh Potato, and we are back with another video, and we are in the legendary tier British battleship, the HMS Conqueror. Yes, we finally got our hands on the Conqueror. Okay, I unlocked this ship a few days after unlocking the Colombo, and yes, unlocking these ships at the same time, now that's what you call good progress, right? But here we're trying to get ourselves in position, but there goes a Brisbane. Looks like they're going to try to present broadside, but that Brisbane player is well aware of what's going on, so they're going to turn in. Lucky for them. Okay, lucky for them. But here we're trying to get ourselves into our position here where we can benefit from broadsides and, you know, get ourselves in a place where, of course, the enemy has to cross our path, all right, to get to their position and put themselves in a good crossfire. Either we're going to benefit from it or our teammates will benefit from it. There goes this Brisbane. This Brisbane is playing a dangerous game here. Looks like they must have pushed in a little bit too aggressively. Doesn't look like it. That's exactly what they did. Okay, this is way too aggressive for that type of cruiser. You don't want to do that. That cruiser should have been behind that other island all the way in the distance over there. But yeah, looks. I think they believe that, well, using this island right here is a good idea. Not when there's a Conqueror right right there, guys. But hey, we get the first blood, sending that Brisbane straight to the Shadow Realm. That's our first kill of the game. We are only at 25,000 damage, but that's okay because, hey, we're going to finish with a big game here, and that's been kind of the theme, okay, these past few weeks for me, getting these big games, okay, and here I am getting these games after I complained about RNG. Yeah. Don't complain. But hey, who knows? Could this be, again, new ship RNG? You know what I mean? That new ship RNG, when you unlock a ship for the first time and you play it and you have really good guns, but only to come back next week and you can't hit the broadside of SoFi Stadium, Go Rams, all right? But hey, we want to line up this Ohio, but that Ohio looks like they're doing the right thing and turning out. But here goes the Schroeder. Okay, so we want to shoot the Schroeder. Shoot the Schroeder. Shooter Schroeder. Shooting a Schroeder. But hey, we didn't really get much there. That's unfortunate because that Schroeder is broadside. That should have been at least a double citadel, in my opinion. But hey, it happens, right? It happens. You're not going to always get citadel shots all the time. But hey, you just got to keep playing the game, right? But here, we're checking our left side because we don't want nothing to surprise us there. We know that there's one destroyer in the game, and that destroyer is, based on the minimap, still unspotted, right? Still unspotted. I don't see it anywhere in my minimap. Not at all. So we need to be very careful of what we're doing, making sure that we stay unspotted. So I'm going to go ahead and reverse a little bit. Try to get ourselves in a position where we can get some more shots off here. And there goes a Schroeder. I think that's a different Schroeder. Yeah, that's a different person. But hey, they're doing exactly what we want them to do. So we're going to line them up, give them a good lead. And let's see, was that lead far enough? Doesn't look like it. Wow, looks like Schroeder's a little faster than I thought. Yeah. It wasn't a really good lead there. And seems like our shells did float up there a little bit too long. But hey, it still was a good opportunity, right? A good opportunity to get a big hit, but we just missed it. But here we're going to bump back into this island here, and we're just trying to keep moving around just in case torps are on their way. But we don't want to give up our position yet, but it's almost time for us to do that old push, right? It's about that time, I think. So we're going to go ahead and try to readjust again. And this time we want to sail towards the left, to the left side of the map. But first we want to see if we can line up maybe a few more shots over here on this side. Since we do see that Schroeder, and that Schroeder looks like it possibly might give us a broadside again. If not, well, hey, we move on, right? We move on. But hey, the Conqueror, I have this built for AP. I have not tried the HE yet, and I know that's kind of what the Conqueror is known for, but I wanted to try AP first because Conqueror does have some pretty big shells, right? I forgot what the number of the shells are, but yeah, pretty impressive. Okay, so yeah, it's an AP build, and I will try the HE build and I guess get back to you, right? But here we go, we're spotted. There goes that Schroeder, but too late. The mountain or the island is now in the way, but I'm gonna take the shot anyway in vain. Okay. How many people on that island did we just hurt? Not right. That's just not right. But we're gonna go ahead and sail into danger now, because we want to get ourselves back in this battle, get our guns back in this battle. So it's time to push, push, and push. So let's see what happens when we get to the other side of this island. You know there's going to be ships over here waiting for us, but hey, that's what it's all about. We need to get our guns back in this battle and hopefully benefit from some broadside ships, right? Some broadside ships. We know that there's a Schroeder that have sailed this way, so we want to meet up with that Schroeder, which we will. And here goes the Alaska, all the way in the distance. We don't want to waste our time there. And there goes a Main, a Broadside Main. And I was going to take the shot, but hey, there goes the Schroeder, right? Possibly a newer player, because they're not really going to adjust here. So they're going to give us these shots here. We're going to line them up, try to get something underneath that cheek if possible. And we hit him pretty good, but unfortunately, it was not a Citadel hit, but it still brought us to 74,000 damage in the game, waiting for our reload to be up. And look at this Schroeder, not adjusting. So yeah, that's a clear sign of a newer player who was able to unlock this ship in the campaign. So we're gonna go ahead, take another shot, and still not the result I wanted, but hey, we will take it. That brought us to 94,000 damage on this broadside Schroeder, and still they're not adjusting, even though their secondaries is chewing us up, sort of. But hey, we can take that from them. All we need now is our reload to be up so we can finish them off. There it is. We're gonna take that shot, and yes, we finally send that Schroeder straight to the Shadow Realm. That is now the second kill of the game. We are now at 103,000 damage. And hey, this is one of those shots you like to see. The old battleship to battleship depth strike here. And here, we're going to line them up. We're going to take the shot. And it's crazy how we're able to do this to a Main, but not a Schroeder. And we send that Main straight to the Shadow Realm with a massive depth strike. And that brought us now to 165,000 damage in the game. Now I'm feeling really good. But now I see that the A cap, well, it hasn't been capped yet. So we're going to go ahead and sail in there. That will help our XP if we can get that win. So yeah. And we need it for points, right? We need it for points because we are technically down in points. We don't have a destroyer in the game. They have one, so they kind of have the advantage over us because of that one destroyer, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to sail into this A-cap and hope that we can get some more shots on some of these ships, because we would like to get more damage, right? More damage. The more damage we get, the easier it is for our teammates to clean it up and get these guys off of the map. So yeah. I'm still thinking about that Schroeder. We couldn't hit a Citadel on that thing, but we depth strike a Main at a farther distance. Now that's RNG for you, right? But we'll take it. We're not complaining too much because we are having a good game technically. But here, now we're finally in the cap. Now we want to get the cap. At the same time, we want to keep our guns pointed over here in this direction because we know that those ships were last seen over there. And yes, there it is. It's the old Ohio, right? The Ohio, very scary ship, but it looks like they're getting ready to do something we want, and that is turn broadside, possibly. And no, looks like I'm going to go ahead and take this shot because I was afraid that they were going to turn in now. So we're trying to line something up. I'm not sure if you can get anything under the cheek of this Ohio, but hey, we take the shot. We did get a good chunk, but that Ohio is going to spank us pretty good. It is the Ohio, have one of the best guns in the game. There goes the Burgone, right? The Burgone trying to creep from around that island, and so I'm going to go ahead and adjust because I know if that thing gets spotted, I might have a clean broadside at that Burgone. So let's see what happens. We did get the assisted cap. There goes the Burgone, making a big mistake creeping there. We're going to take the shot, and I'm hoping for a big hit here. They hit us pretty good too, and could have been better, but that brought us over 200,000 damage, and yes. But they did break our guns. I think the Ohio probably did that, but this Burgone is going to spank us pretty good too, and yes. This is where I'm making a mistake here. I should have angled better, but I'm trying to reverse at the same time. But hey, this is a British battleship. They don't like to reverse. Okay, takes them about 22 years to reverse, right? Man, but there goes the Ohio. Ohio still lighting us up. So we're waiting for our reload to come back so we can light this guy up. So we're going to go ahead and try to adjust our angle. But when you're going up against an Ohio, that doesn't matter. Okay, if you're in a Conqueror, that Ohio overmatches us. And here comes another salvo, and oh yeah. You can't do nothing with that, right? Can't do nothing there with that. We just hope that our teammates can get that thing out of there, which they do. So that gives us another opportunity to line up this Burgone. And this Burgone, well, they want us dead. Looks like they're going to ignore the battleship that's right in front of them, that's torping them. It looks like it's the Sherry-Flynn? She-Flynn? I got to practice saying that again. But we went ahead and we took a shot there. It's like a superstructure shot. Didn't really do anything. We're going to take another shot there. Superstructure. There comes the Burgone shells. Boy, does that hurt. Now we're clinging on to life, but there it is. The old Holland gets the kill because they lit us on fire. The Holland sends us straight to the Shadow Realm, and yeah. Heartbreak. That's unfortunate. But we did finish with big time damage there, and we need our teammates to take out at least one of these guys, which they do. The Chief Sherry Flynn took out that Burgone with some torps, and yes, let's go ahead and fast forward to the end. And we did end up getting the victory. Our friendly cruiser did end up catching that Holland, and yes, that's what we needed. And yeah, the Conqueror, people, the Conqueror. Pretty good ship. I can't wait to try that HE build, man. I can't wait to get out there slinging some HE because, if you know me and know my channel, I enjoy doing that from time to time. But hey, we finished the game with 216,000 damage. We did get those 3 kills in the game, and of course that assisted cap that helps our XP here. And we finish with 3021 base XP, and yeah, we had a great game there. Great game. So guys, do you have the Conqueror? And if you do, how do you feel about it? Do you like playing it? Do you enjoy it? How do you play it? AP or HE? But here goes the build. We got old Andrew Cunningham, and his inspiration, of course, is all about the accuracy. All right, but I did have our inspiration, Celiax and Iachino, right? Celiax to help that AP damage. But next, I'm going to slap on Nelson, and I'm going to use, of course, the Big 7 next, and I'm going to switch out Celiax for Galler, right? Why do Galler's inspiration, none of that makes sense, right? Do anybody shoot HE out of their Soviet battleships? No. Why is that his inspiration? It's so useless on Galler, right? But anyway, here goes the old Conqueror. Uh, I'm not a fan of the um, camo, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, tell me what you think, and of course, thanks for watching.